What's up? The other day I'm out and getting a little hungry. Lunchtime, you know. So I go to a place, it's called Gadino's Fish Tank. And they specialize in fish sausages. But I don't eat that stuff. I only went in there to get a handful of sardines. So I'm in there and I order, and I look over at the corner table and I see a couple of friends of mine sitting there, and they're eating the fish sausages. So I grab my sardines on a plate. It's about 8 of them, and they wave me over, like, come over here. So I go, what's up? What are you guys doing? Goes, lunchtime. I go, what are you eating? But I knew what it was because I could see. And they go, it's the sausages they make here. I go, never heard of that. What kind of sausages are these? Go, made out of fish. So I tried one, and it was alright. It wasn't that great. It was okay. So I said to them, if you want to try some good fish, why don't you come by my place next week and have some good fish for you. And they said okay to that. I said, alright, fine. So I go fishing, a place called Katuitt. And just before I go to Katuitt, I go and buy the sea worms, with the sharp front end. And there's a place called Bob's Bait Shop. I went in there and I got about a dozen worms, cut them up into little pieces, put them on my number 6 hook, and went fishing down at Katuitt. Got there around 6 a.m., but there was no bite, no fish. I don't know where they went. They were out somewhere. And I couldn't catch any fish, so I was kind of planning on that because that's what I was going to feed these people. They were going to come over, put on a grill. Anyway, so decided to leave, and I was thinking maybe I can go down to a fish market in Chinatown and just buy the fish and pretend I caught them. And as I'm walking out, there's about a half a mile of thick woods, like a forest I have to cross through to get to the parking lot where I park my vehicle. And in that area there's a few quicksand places. And as a joke in my head I was thinking, well, what about if I put a worm on the hook here and cast a line into one of these quicksand pits? Maybe there's fish in there, maybe there's something, maybe there's like frogs. So I put the thing on, throw the line into the quicksand pit, and it sinks, goes down, 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 and I'm waiting there. About 2 minutes go by and I feel a bite. I can feel the line going down even further. I go, something's down there. So I pull it up, and I caught a fish, and it had like a big head but very short body, and it had all these little baby teeth, kind of like its first teeth, because its adult teeth didn't come in yet, but they were really tiny. Looked kind of like the tips of toothpicks. So put it into my bucket that I bought at Home Depot, and I caught another one. I caught another one. I caught another one. Caught about 9 of these things, and weird looking fish. So I brought them home, and 2 of them I was going to keep in the bucket. I was just going to put some water in there with some sand and have them live like pets. I left them out in the yard. And the other ones I cooked, but I cut the heads off because the heads were like demons. They look like little demons, their heads. So I cut those off, and I cut a little of the tail off, and then I sliced the body in half the long way, and I put it on the charcoal, and I barbecued them. Put a little olive oil, a little salt, and a little lemon. And I put them there, and my friends came over, and I said, this is what I have. They go, what kind of fish is this? I go, just try it, because I don't even know what they call it, but I go, just try it. It's good stuff. So they tried it. It was good, very good. And they enjoyed themselves. They went home. Next day I get up, go outside to feed my pet fish. Both of them were floating upside down in the bucket. They had died. Apparently they're not used to that kind of condition.